All right, good evening, everybody. It is Monday, October 1st. Happy October. It's just a beautiful fall day here in Florida. It was about 98 degrees and the humidity was 100%. That's Florida in autumn. But thank you very much. I'm going to start out today with a quick apology. Last Monday was a repeat for us. I wasn't feeling too well. I lost my voice. A television show without a host, with no voice. Most people that know me know without a voice, I'm kind of useless. I'm sorry you did see a great repeat last week, but we won't make a habit of that. In fact, there are 5 shows in the month of October, and the next 4 guests that we'll talk about at the end of this show, you are thoroughly going to enjoy 62 Who Knew in the 5 shows that we have in October. Tonight we don't have a guest. I'm the guest. We're going to talk about 2 different subjects, but as usual, I want to do a little synopsis of what 62 Who Knew is for our first-time viewers. I always want to say this, our viewership is growing. We're way into the thousands right now. I say this every week. I never would have thought that after only being on for 3 months. I want to thank all our wonderful guests who have an incredible following. We have talked about topics anywhere from gene splicing, to genetic things, to molecules, to long-term care, to health, to Social Security, financial planning, estate law. We've talked about so much, real estate, and it's thanks to those guests that we have so many views. And of course, it's also thanks to WeBeam TV, the man that's always behind there. You never get to see him, Mr. John Gaston. I can't thank you enough. Changed the trajectory of my career at this ripe old age of 60 by starting an internet television show and getting all of this. So thank you so much to our producer and the owner of WeBeam TV, Mr. John Gaston. 62 Who Knew is a great theory. And what is it about? It's about the obstacle that today's people face when they are approaching retirement. 62 is when people start to really get very serious. Yes, you should be planning for your retirement in your 40s and your 50s, but it's when you're getting to that 62 point when you're thinking, should I take Social Security? Should I defer it? Should I have bought long-term care insurance? Do I have enough life insurance? Maybe I shouldn't have dropped my life insurance. How long am I going to be working? Can I really, really live the rest of my life with quality of life based on today's longer lifespans? And that's the crux of 62 Who Knew. Every generation from the beginning of time, as they approach retirement, basically has had the same problems. I just named a bunch of them. But today's generation, the baby boomers, who are turning 62 years old at the rate of 10,000 per day, not in the world, in the United States of America, 10,000 people a day will be turning 62 years old for the next 19 years. America is coming of age. And this group, known as the baby boomers, they're facing an obstacle that no generation before it ever did. And that is staggering longer lifespans. The odds are so good that you're going to make it to 90. And with medical breakthroughs, scientific breakthroughs that are coming, technologies, that number can easily move to 100 in the next decade or 2. So who knew at 62 that you could still have half the years you've lived? You've lived 62 years. You could have another 30 years left. Are you prepared for that? Most people are not. And that's what 62 Who Knew is about. And I'm going to attempt to have topics and national guests every week to talk about maintaining our quality of life to a ripe old age where we can have fun. No reason to live a long time if you don't have quality of life. Not only supply yourself, not only prepare and provide for yourself, but for your children, your grandchildren. That's what 62 Who Knew is about. If you're a first-time visitor, I think you're going to enjoy the 2 topics we're going to discuss today. In the first half of the show, we are going to talk about a new jumbo reverse mortgage. As many people know, the reverse mortgage world is where I make most of my living. I also own a mortgage company besides being the host of the 62 Who Knew television show. My mortgage company is Professional Mortgage Alliance. And as I've mentioned several times in the last 12 weeks, I went out of my way the first 2 months to not bring up reverse mortgages. I didn't want people who knew me, people that I have done speeches for, organizations that I have educated, to think, oh, Banner started a TV show, it's got 62 in it, it must be all about reverse mortgages. No, reverse mortgages is a very small part, but I hope can play a role in adding quality of life to a longer lifespan. So on our 8th show, I'm pretty sure it was our 8th show, that is when I did do a show on reverse mortgages. Here we are a month later, and we're going to spend about 20 minutes on a new product that was just brought out. It was brought out about a month ago. I think it's going to open up new doors for an entirely new class of people, a whole new group of people that otherwise would never consider a reverse mortgage. And what is it? It's a product that is a jumbo reverse mortgage. It is called Equity Edge. And actually, this reverse mortgages was designed for people with homes up to a value of $6 million. This has been unheard of the last 6 years. The last time we had a jumbo reverse mortgage that was highly competitive, and let me be fair in saying there are other jumbo reverse mortgages out there. They're great products. This just happens to be the one that I like the best. But there are a couple of other jumbo products out there. To my friends in the reverse mortgage world, to the investors that are doing that, nothing but huge kudos. I happen to feel this one lends the most money at the best rate, but that's your host's opinion. But the ability to lend millions of dollars to someone with a $2 million house or a $3 million or a $5 million house really does open up an entire new avenue of financial planning. That's what we're going to discuss in the first 20 minutes of the show. In the second 20 minutes of the show, I want to talk directly to the financial planners that are in our audience. And I want to talk about your involvement, or more frankly, your lack of involvement in the mortgage industry. We're going to deal with that in the second segment of the show. But tonight, back to Equity Edge, a jumbo, non-recourse reverse mortgage that allows somebody, depending on their age, oh, and by the way, the traditional reverse mortgage, as most of you know, you have to be 62 years old to be able to apply for a reverse mortgage. In a married couple, at least one of you need to be 62 years old. With Equity Edge, the minimum age is 60. That's very important. So you can be 60 years old to apply for a jumbo reverse mortgage. But I want to discuss for a while just how many people are out there that could take part in this. But I digressed. I'm sorry. I sidetracked myself. A mortgage that can lend millions of dollars depending on the age of the borrower, a non-recourse loan, I said that earlier. I want to go over just for 2 minutes, what is non-recourse? Most real estate agents know what that is. Certainly bankers know what that is, mortgage bankers, most financial planners, but I'm surprised not all financial planners. So let's just talk about those two words, non-recourse. What non-recourse means, ladies and gentlemen, is there is no personal guarantee on the loan. Now, I want you to let that sink in. No personal guarantee on your mortgage loan. Many of you, if not most of you that are watching me today, have received a mortgage or secured a mortgage in your lifetime for your home. Most of you more than one. And you know very well you personally guaranteed that loan. That is why the mortgage originator or the bank or the mortgage company collected your tax returns, your W-2 forms, your paycheck stubs. They needed to see that you had the ability to pay back that loan. The reverse mortgage, both the traditional FHA insured reverse mortgage, as well as our new jumbo product, Equity Edge, is a non-recourse loan. Your home stands for the debt. You are not personally guaranteeing it. Now, what does that mean to you? A lot of people I could see saying, well, when this loan comes due, quite frankly, and quite bluntly, we're going to be dead. So what's the difference if I have a personal guarantee or not? Let me tell you the difference. The difference is that if you leave other assets to your children, and if you have a multi-million-dollar home, the odds are very good you have other assets. Those assets cannot be touched. Life insurance proceeds, equity in a fund or a bond, your 401ks, IRAs, stocks, nothing can be touched to help pay back this loan because it wasn't personally guaranteed. Hard to believe the first segment of our show is over right now, but I wanted you to know what non-recourse means. We're going to take a quick break and come back and deal with more of this incredible product, the Jumbo Reverse Mortgage. Thank you.
One bee that loves going to the dentist. I am Dr. B.
At Dr. B Pediatric Dentistry, we understand the individuality of each child
And they also teach us how to take care of our teeth.
and offer an exceptional and gentle dental care experience for all children. With our laser procedures, we are able to provide gentler treatments and faster healing time.
Come meet Dr. B.
I'll be calorie-free.
Call Dr. B's Pediatric Dentistry today.
Hi, my name is Mike Banner, and in addition to being the host of the 62 Who Knew television show, I am also the president of Professional Mortgage Alliance, where our passion is helping seniors entering retirement purchase their dream retirement home without the obligation of a monthly principal and interest payment. Please call me at 727-224-3859 or visit my website at professionalmortgagealliance.com.
My name is Ann Rogers, and I'm a real estate agent and broker in Pinellas County and have been for over 24 years. Ann Rogers Relocation Resources provides a full array of services to help you or your loved one transition gracefully to a new residence or adult living community. Our first consultation is free and with no obligation. Please visit our website or call to talk to me directly.
Hi, my name is Lisa Marie Kennedy, your real estate expert here in the Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch, Bradenton area. I spent years developing myself, studying the industry so I can serve you and communicate with you the best way possible in your real estate transaction. My phone number is 941-807-2054, or please visit my website at lisamariekennedy.com.
Boyd, how are you doing? We're back. I can't believe the first segment went that quick, and all I did was explain what non-recourse means, but that's so important. Imagine how many people between 2008 and 2013 left us unpredicted. You don't plan on when you're dying, and because of the Great Recession, their house was upside down. This happened to people with reverse mortgages. It happened to people with every mortgage. But imagine that call from the bank, and I'm not making the banks into bad people. Mom and dad personally guaranteed that fixed 30-year loan. So when they called the children and the children said, We just spoke to our favorite real estate agent, and the house, and we're $80,000 upside down. You have to know that person on the other end of the phone went, well, let's talk about your mom and dad's other assets. Did they leave you money? Is there liquidity? Is there money in a money market? Was there life insurance, stocks and bonds? That cannot happen. Your estate is totally protected because this is a non-recourse loan, okay? So that's the first thing. The second thing is when I particularly do the loan, I'm speaking for myself now, there will never be any points or origination fees. There will be no processing fees, and there will be no underwriting fees. You will pay the closing costs that the state of Florida or whatever state you may be in charges. No origination fees, no mortgage brokerage fees, no processing fee, no underwriting fee, okay? The next thing that I want to talk to you about, which is amazing, one of the largest, or the largest usually, line on a closing statement in a traditional reverse mortgage is the MIP, Mortgage Insurance Premium. It is equal to 2% of the value of your home. Not 2% of your mortgage amount, 2% of the value of your home. So if your home is $500,000, 2% of that is $10,000. You have $10,000 in closing costs, and we haven't even added in the state's closing cost yet. Okay? The jumbo loan, Equity Edge, has no MIP, no mortgage insurance premium. Okay? This is an incredibly staggering competitive loan. So, but let's talk for a second. I know many people have to be going, Michael, reverse mortgages are a needs-based product. That happens to be true, specifically the traditional reverse mortgage. But why would somebody, if they had a $3 million house or a $5 million house or a $6 million house, why could they possibly want to borrow money? Aren't they a multimillionaire? So in the next 10 minutes, towards the end of this subject, I want to go over some of the just unbelievable ways that income bracket of a client. That's why I'm talking not just to my clients out there or to potential viewers with the multi-million-dollar house. Again, I'm talking to financial planners, independent financial advisors, advisors of all types. Your client that has that $2 million, $3 million, $4 million, $5 million house, they were affected by the Great Recession, 2008, 2013, more than any other income class. So what could they do? Let's go for the obvious first. How many people have $1 million mortgage on their $3 million house or their $4 million house? What is that payment of that $1 million mortgage? $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 a month? Even with a certain amount of liquidity in the bank, you're in your 60s or 70s, as we always say on this show, you still have 20 or 30 years left in your life. Do you want to pay that $6,000 or $8,000 a month? Let's stay low. $6,000 a month is your mortgage payment on your $1.5 million mortgage. $6,000 a month times 12 months is $72,000 a year. And let's say you live another 20 years. Let's not get crazy. Let's not say 25 years. Let's not say 30 years. Let's say you live another 20 years. $72,000 a year times 20. $1.44 million in payments. Would their quality of life be better if we paid off that mortgage with a jumbo reverse mortgage and that $1.4 million, instead of in payments, went towards their quality of life? So to all my financial planner friends out there, people that I don't know, that I've never met, and of course to the viewers out there that may have this type of house, this income bracket, this value of house, think about that. Do you really need to make that mortgage payment for the next 20 or 30 years? And what could you do with that $5,000, $6,000, or $7,000 a month that would make a better life for you or your children or your grandchildren? But it doesn't stop there. Let's talk about a few other options that you could consider doing if your $3 million or your $4 million house was free and clear. Many people in that income bracket, their home is free and clear. They haven't had a mortgage in years. Again, Most people in that income bracket were greatly affected by the Great Recession of 2008 through 2013. So let's just say you're approximately 65 years old and your house is worth $3 million. These are estimates. I'm a mortgage person, so I'm disclosing this is an estimate. The three most important things in the mortgage world are disclosure, disclosure, disclosure. But based on 65 years old, a $3 million house, we're going to roughly lend you about $1.2 million. You're going to walk away from the closing with $1.2 million. What would somebody with a couple of million in the bank and a free and clear $3 million house, why would they need to borrow $1.2 million? Let's think about that. Well, if they're in their 60s and they do have $1 million or $2 million in the bank, their lifestyle is much different than the average person. Is that $1 million or $1.5 million in liquidity? Is that enough for them to get to 90 years old? I know there's people laughing going, it would be enough for me. It would most certainly be enough for me as well. But can they have the quality of life that they have worked for so hard now in retirement with the money they have left? Would walking away with $1 million or $2 million from their present home increase their quality of life? But let's get away from the Me Too movement for a second. Let's stop talking about us and what this would do for me. Let's talk like a dad. Let's talk like a mom or a grandparent. What if you were able to take $1 million out of your house and gift it to your children and your grandchildren? What about not waiting for you to be dead before your children enjoy your legacy? Imagine taking that legacy now. Imagine your grandchildren paying off their student loans. Imagine your grandchildren having that big down payment for their first home. Imagine your children retiring in style and not waiting for you to be gone. Not that your children are waiting for you to be gone, I hope. What about the contribution that you wanted to make to your temple, to your church, to a hospital, that you have in your will, in your trust? $500,000 to this hospital, $1 million to this. Many of you are doing that. Wouldn't it be nice to be there and shake the person's hand, shake your rabbi's hand, shake your minister's hand, shake the president of the local hospital that is building a wing with your name on it? Or maybe you're giving it to Cancer Institute. Maybe you're giving it to the Weitzman Institute, a guest of ours just 5 weeks ago, so the world could be a better place. Wouldn't that be amazing to do it now while you're alive, rather than 25 years from now when you're gone? So when you talk about why should someone in that income bracket even consider taking money out of their multi-million-dollar house, there's several reasons: to help their children, to help their grandchildren, to make contributions, to make sure there's a better world when you leave it, and be able to smile and enjoy it. But now, after we get away from the philanthropic, after we get away from the family views, let's go back one more time to certain things that you could do with that money, that a financial planner could do with that money. And I want to disclose at this point, I am not a certified financial planner or a financial planner of any type. I am a mortgage person. I will put my Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, FHA knowledge against anyone in this country. Certainly my knowledge on reverse mortgages, which is a passion of mine, because helping seniors is a passion of mine. I'm a mortgage person, and I'm proud of that. I'm not a financial planner, but I do speak throughout the country on the proper uses of home equity during retirement. And I've been blessed to usually be surrounded by people much more intelligent than me when I am at these national shows. And I hear financial planners talking about taking $1 million out of a house and funding a long-term care insurance policy, a single premium life policy with a long-term care rider. There is so many things that income bracket people can do by taking a certain amount of money out. So again, we now have Equity Edge, a jumbo reverse mortgage. Your home can be worth up to $6 million. Your home can be worth more. but we stop at the value of $6 million. And based on the age of the youngest borrower, which is 60, not 62, we will lend you X amount of dollars from your $1 million, $2 million, up to $6 million house. With 30 seconds remaining, I'm going to bring just one more thing up. It's not my specialty, but I think it has a market, and it's also a huge advantage of the Equity Edge product. Luxury condominiums, $1 million, $2 million, $3 million condominiums. These are virtually impossible to do with the FHA insured traditional HECM, but they are very possible to do with Equity Edge. My website is on behind me. There's only about 10 seconds left in this segment. We're going to go to a different product. John's going to throw my email back up there. If, in fact, you would like any information whatsoever, please contact me either at mbanner, there you go, at 62whoknew.com. If you are in a state that I am not licensed in, I will send you to a professional that you can trust. I would love to refer you somewhere else because I can only do mortgages in states I'm at. And now we'll go into a commercial, and we're going to come back in a few minutes. Thank you so much.
There's one bee that loves going to the dentist. Yes, Dr. B.
At Dr. B Pediatric Dentistry, we understand the individuality of each child
And they also teach us how to take care of our teeth.
and offer an exceptional and gentle dental care experience for all children. With our laser procedures, we are able to provide gentler treatments and faster healing time.
Come meet Dr. B.
A brutality free.
Call Dr. B's Pediatric Dentistry today.
Hi, my name is Mike Banner, and in addition to being the host of the 62 Who Knew television show, I am also the president of Professional Mortgage Alliance, where our passion is helping seniors entering retirement purchase their dream retirement home without the obligation of a monthly principal and interest payment. Please call me at 727-224-3859 or visit my website at professionalmortgagealliance.com.
My name is Ann Rogers, and I'm a real estate agent and broker in Pinellas County and have been for over 24 years. Ann Rogers Relocation Resources provides a full array of services to help you or your loved one transition gracefully to a new residence or adult living community. Our first consultation is free and with no obligation. Please visit our website or call to talk to me directly.
Hi, my name is Lisa Marie Kennedy, your real estate expert here in the Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch, Bradenton area. I spent years developing myself, studying the industry so I can serve you and communicate with you the best way possible in your real estate transaction. My phone number is 941-807-2054, or please visit my website at lisamariekennedy.com.
Welcome back. We're starting the last half of the show, and thank you for being here. We're going to move into a different segment of the show, and we're going to talk about what we refer to as a blue ocean strategy that I'm very proud that my own mortgage company, Professional Mortgage Alliance, here in Florida, and in less than 30 days, we're opening up a branch in New Jersey. And as I said in the beginning of the show, we'll be expanding to a couple of more states. And I want to talk about that blue ocean strategy. But for a minute, before we do, just in case you don't know what I'm referring to, Blue Ocean Strategies is considered by many, many people one of the best business books ever written in the history of book writing. This is a staggering book. I didn't write it, by the way. I wish I did. Written by a very brilliant PhD. And I'm not going to spend too much time explaining the book, but I do want you to know what a blue ocean strategy is. In this book, the brilliant author basically theorizes, and millions of people agreed with him, that all the businesses in this great country of ours, all of them, are in the red ocean. Why are they in the red ocean? The ocean is red from the competition cutting each other constantly. It's red from blood, the blood of competition cutting each other always. And there are no exceptions to this rule. I like Nikes. I like Adidas. I like Pumas. No, Checkers has the best fries, but McDonald's has this, but Burger King has that. There is no exception. My favorite real estate agent is RE/MAX. Really? Mine's Century 21. Mine's Keller Williams. There just is no exception. Whether you're buying a glass top table or a home or a pair of sneakers or a suit or a dress or a beautiful purse for your wife, I like Gucci, but my wife likes Louis Vuitton. A lot of women out there are surprised I even knew what a Louis Vuitton was. So there. But the competition is there for everyone. So how do you get out of the red ocean into the blue ocean? The blue ocean is where you offer a very similar product to your competitors in the red ocean, but you do it in such a way that no one can compete with you. No one can look at you and say, well, he does that. No, he doesn't. Well, I think your product is too expensive. Really? Compared to what? No one else offers it. Now, there are many examples of blue ocean, but in the time we have right now, I'm not going to go over those. But my blue ocean strategy that we're very proud of in Professional Mortgage Alliance is I'm going to continue to build my mortgage company into a multi-state mortgage company. And I'm not going to hire full-time loan officers. In fact, I'm not going to hire loan officers at all. But how does a mortgage company survive? How does a mortgage company grow to a multi-state model without loan officers? I want to bring financial planners, certified financial planners, independent financial advisors, insurance agents, specifically long-term care insurance agents, personal property and health insurance agents, personal property and casualty insurance agents, health agents, Medicare supplement agents that are always in people's homes constantly. Why doesn't your financial planner, and I'm talking to you, the client, the consumer, and to the many financial planners that I hope are watching this, why do you offer every product that you can? Life insurance, health insurance, med sups, final expense insurance, annuities, many of you, stocks and bonds. You offer so much to help your client build a nest egg and carry on quality of life throughout retirement. But when they call you and say, I'm buying a home and I need to move some cash around because the house is $700,000 and I'm putting $200,000 down, the financial planner says, no problem. I'll take money out of your portfolio. I'll take money out of this. We'll sell some stock, throw it in your checking account so you can go to that closing and buy the house. Isn't that great? And who does the mortgage? Usually, in more cases than not, a perfect stranger. Now, that perfect stranger could, in fact, be a referral from a friend. In many cases, it's a referral from the real estate agent. And at this point, I have to make a disclosure. As like I said before, when you're in the mortgage world, as I have been for 36 years, the three most important things are disclosure, disclosure, disclosure. So let me disclose to my mortgage brothers and sisters throughout the country, because I'm very proud of being a mortgage person for the last 36 years. These are honest people. These are hardworking moms and dads. But the truth of the matter is, none of us are financial planners. None of us sat down with this client and said, this is when you're probably going to retire. This is how much needs to be in your accounts. This is when we're going to get rid of your debts. This is how we're going to split your portfolio between risky investments, medium risky, low risk, and guarantee. We're not educated to do that. It always mystifies me when I'm refinancing a client in the last 36 years that's 55 years old, and I'm refinancing them from a 30-year mortgage to a 15-year mortgage. And I say to the 55-year-old client who has a beautiful credit score, qualifies easily, why did you get a 30-year mortgage when you were 50 years old? Do you want to have a payment till you're 80? Well, actually, I didn't look at it that way. I was referred to a mortgage person by the real estate agent. He was a nice guy. It was an honest, good loan. I shopped him, but he said a 30-year fixed rate. I guess I really should have done a 15-year because I really want to retire when I'm 65. Well, how about the refinance, which there are more refinances than purchases in this country? Why is your client, why isn't the financial planner taking care of that refinance for his client? Is it a refinance of his primary residence? Is it a refinance of his vacation home? Or how about his 4 or 5 rental homes? Who would be the person to sit down to look at the client's cash flow, not just collect his tax returns, look at his cash flow, look at his age in respect to when he wants to retire, and plan those mortgages accordingly? How much should I put down on my rental house? Well, as a mortgage professional, I would like to see you put down at least 20%. But as a financial planner who is more privy to your liquidity, your financial planner may look you straight in the eye and go, we're going to put down more than 20%, because right now I have X amount of dollars in your portfolio at an X% return. But if in fact we put more money down on your rental property and we are rented as a positive cash flow, your return is twice as high. Again, I am not insulting my mortgage brothers and sisters out there by suggesting that we're just not privy to that information. So again, my blue ocean model in my mortgage company is I would like to license financial planners, insurance agents of all types, and trusted financial advisors and bring them in to the mortgage business. Give them a platform which I have created that legally, ethically, and morally allows a financial planner, whether he be independent or in a large practice or a small private practice, to offer a full menu of mortgages to all his clients. Fixed 30-year, fixed 15, adjustables, FHA, VA, USDA. And what about your clients' children? Down payment assistance programs to help them with their first house. Ingratiate yourself into this family, not just when they have money to invest, but every time they want to refinance their house and remodel. I need to take $50,000 out. My daughter is getting married. My son is going to college. Both my son and my daughter are going to college, and I don't want them to have student loans. I'm going to refinance. What a great idea. And then they dial an 800 number off a commercial on the TV. Why? It should be you, the financial planner. So our blue ocean model in Professional Mortgage Alliance is to assist a financial planner, an insurance agent, a financial advisor in securing their MLO, their mortgage loan originator license. We will not only help you get your license, we will not only help you with the proper school, but in many cases, we are actually reimbursing 100% of the cost of that license. Think of this blue ocean strategy, all my financial planners that are watching this. A perfect blue ocean strategy. And what makes it perfect? Makes it perfect when both sides, the consumer and the business, benefit. That's blue ocean at its best. Instead of the customer going to a mortgage professional, and again, I love my mortgage friends out there, but instead of going to a mortgage professional to find out what today's fixed rate is at, he goes to his financial planner, and that financial planner matches that mortgage to his retirement plan. Maybe he's not even close to retirement. We match that mortgage to how long he wants to stay there so he can buy another house that's even bigger, because he's 30 years away from retiring. The age doesn't make a difference. The financial planner should be taking care of his client's mortgages. So that is, in fact, our blue ocean model in Professional Mortgage Alliance. With about 20 seconds to go in our third segment, we still have one more segment left. I am asking all my financial planners to strongly consider this. We're going to talk about compliance issues when we come back, because there are compliance issues that can stop many people from doing this. But that's my blue ocean strategy, and I hope you'll consider it. And I'd like to hear from a lot of the financial planners out there. Be right back in just a few minutes.
This is one bee that loves going to the dentist. I am Dr. B.
At Dr. B Pediatric Dentistry, we understand the individuality of each child
And they also teach us how to take care of our teeth.
and offer an exceptional and gentle dental care experience for all children. With our laser procedures, we are able to provide gentler treatments and faster healing time.
Come meet Dr. B.
I'll be calorie free.
Call Dr. B's Pediatric Dentistry today.
Hi, my name is Mike Banner, and in addition to being the host of the 62 Who Knew television show, I am also the president of Professional Mortgage Alliance, where our passion is helping seniors entering retirement purchase their dream retirement home without the obligation of a monthly principal and interest payment. Please call me at 727-224-3859 or visit my website at professionalmortgagealliance.com.
My name is Ann Rogers, and I'm a real estate agent and broker in Pinellas County and have been for over 24 years. Ann Rogers Relocation Resources provides a full array of services to help you or your loved one transition gracefully to a new residence or adult living community. Our first consultation is free and with no obligation. Please visit our website or call to talk to me directly.
Hi, my name is Lisa Marie Kennedy, your real estate expert here in the Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch, Bradenton area. I spent years developing myself, studying the industry so I can serve you and communicate with you the best way possible in your real estate transaction. My phone number is 941-807-2054, or please visit my website at lisamariekennedy.com.
And we're back. Thank you so much. We're in our last segment. I've asked our producer to warn me when we're 5 minutes left. Usually he warns me when we're 30 seconds left. But I want to tell you about the people that are going to be coming on the next 4 weeks. Today you were stuck with just me. But just to recap again what we went over, I really and truly am looking forward to having, for lack of better terms, a small army in several different states of financial planners, trusted advisors, as what we refer to in this industry as permanent part-time loan officers. No one cares more about your future, usually, than your most trusted advisor. Sometimes that trusted advisor is your certified financial planner. Sometimes it's your long-term care provider. Sometimes it's your attorney. Sometimes it's the person that did your Medicare supplement policy that has helped you so much in your 70s and 80s. But that's the person who you should be entrusting to get your mortgage. And in the truest of blue ocean strategies, it will give the client his most trusted advisor, who he knows will give him the best mortgage at the lowest closing costs with the least amount of junk fees that fits into their life. And like a true blue ocean strategy, not only is that incredible for the client, but it also creates an entirely new stream of income for the financial planner, which there is nothing to hide about that. Financial planners are not walking into your house in a philanthropic way and performing services for free. There are people that are on commission. There are fee-based financial planners, but make no mistake about it, they're there to make a living. It always amazed me sometimes where our industry, when I say our industry, the financial industry, financial planners, insurance people, independent financial advisors, stockbrokers, mortgage people, real estate agents, sometimes they have to, yes, we make money on this. There's nothing to put your head down in. When you're performing a great service for your client, when you're doing it with honesty and integrity, when you put the profit that you make second to doing what's right for your client, there's nothing wrong with making a living and making a good living doing what you're doing. Do it with honesty, do it with integrity. And again, I can't stress enough that I am not suggesting or causing dispersions on all the great mortgage people out there. But I want to build an army of financial planners that actually have a fiduciary responsibility to do what's right for the client. I will know, I will sleep better at night knowing every mortgage my mortgage company has done is being done by a financial professional. And the beauty of this blue ocean strategy is I'm not asking the financial professional to do anything different other than, of course, get their mortgage license, which makes this legal, ethical, and moral. You don't go out. You're not doing anything different. You already have a book of business, and 99% of them are homeowners, and they're all refinancing and buying new homes. Do right by your client. Specifically, it always leads back to 62 who knew. Specifically, in today's world, when people are living such longer lifespans and the use of home equity, not necessarily reverse mortgages, but the use of home equity is going to be prevalent in all our longer lifespans now that we're going to be living into our 90s. And again, if you saw the show with the Weitzman Institute about 5 weeks ago, well into the hundreds in the next couple of decades. So that is our blue ocean strategy. We are very proud of it. If you are a financial planner or advisor of any type and would like to talk to me, again, we can whip up the email once again. You can contact me at mbanner@62whoknew.com. You can also contact me directly through my mortgage company at mbanner@pmanow.com. You can come to us through the website. You can connect with me on LinkedIn, where I have thousands of connections. But if you're a financial planner and you think having a complete menu of mortgages might be something for you, please contact me. I think you will be pleasantly surprised, immensely pleasantly surprised on what this means to your clients. I want to talk about compliance, because compliance is a very, very big factor. Many financial planners work for what is referred to as broker-dealers. Broker-dealers are not usually happy with their licensees. Not all broker-dealers, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say most. Most broker-dealers would frown on this business model. Not everybody's going to do this. Some might ask why. Well, because we don't want people taking equity out of their house, whether it be 62 and above for a reverse mortgage or 30 years old in a standard refi. Nobody wants, you're not supposed to take equity out of your house and invest it in the stock market. There are certain practices in the reverse mortgage world. You can never use the proceeds of a reverse mortgage to purchase an annuity. I just named 2 of 50 different regulations that must be upheld when you are a financial professional offering mortgages. And again, very proud to say the Professional Mortgage Alliance has created a platform that meets or exceeds all expectations, all guidelines, and allows us to stay not just within the lines, but well within the lines of doing right by the client. Again, Blue Ocean Strategy at its best. Financial planners offering a full menu of mortgages to their past, present, and future database. Would love to discuss this with you in any state that you're in, whether it's Florida or not. We now have 5 minutes left. Just let's take a minute to recap what we did today. And then I want to tell you about the 4 guests that are coming in the next 4 Mondays. To get back to our first segment just for a second, we introduced you to Equity Edge, a jumbo reverse mortgage that, depending on the value of your home, can allow your client to, or you yourself personally, access hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars in proceeds, walking away from the table with no origination fee, no mortgage brokerage fee. It is non-recourse and no MIP. Millions of dollars. Again, I'm not a financial planner. I have a feeling you can think of some great things to do with X amount of millions of dollars. We introduced you to that in our first segment. And then, of course, we talked about our mortgage company, Professional Mortgage Alliance, and its Blue Ocean Strategy for expanding throughout the country. But in about the 4 minutes remaining, I want to tell you about the next 4 weeks. A week from today, on the 8th, we have Miss Carol Chirito coming on. Carol is the founder of a company called Care Match America. This is 62 Who Knew at its best. I would do disservice to Carol and this staggering operation or endeavor that she is taking national, Care Match America. It is all about treating seniors the correct way, them having the proper products. Again, this is for the consumer, but again, financial planners, long-term care providers, long-term care insurance people, please watch the show next week. I think you will want to be involved with what Carol has created in Care Match America. The 15th, 2 weeks from today, we have Mr. Tom Hegna as a guest. I know I've said this before, that it surprises me that this type of quality person, speaker, this national level of expertise is coming on our little 62 Who Knew internet television show. Tom is known and respected as one of, in my opinion, the top annuity expert probably in the country today. He speaks all over the country for the largest financial planning organizations. He is without a doubt, a New York Times bestseller on several books, and he's going to talk to us about immediate income annuities. Again, not my level of expertise because I'm not a financial planner, but he's going to give you insight into retirement for people of all ages, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. I listened to Tom speak approximately 6 weeks ago at a NAFA endeavor, at a NAFA convention. And if you don't know what NAFA is, the National Association of Independent Financial Advisors, one of the best associations and groups in this country, just a staggering group. I listened to Tom talk, and as a public speaker myself, just sat there and listened. He changed my entire concept of how I'm going to build a nest egg for retirement, and he will amaze you. So happy to have Mr. Hegna here. That's 2 weeks today on the 15th. On the 22nd, be prepared, because the theme of the show on the 22nd, 3 weeks from today, is laughter is the best medicine. Nothing keeps you happier than laughing. And we're going to talk to a nationally well-known, very well-known man by the name of G. David Howard, who has billed himself for the last 30, 40 years as the funniest man alive. And let me tell you why he has billed himself as the funniest man alive. Because he is the funniest man alive. If I just cannot tell you the thousands of hours that I have spent in the last 40 years, a very close friend of mine, just laughing until my face hurts. In fact, he has T-shirts that say, G. David made my face hurt. It is an incredible thing. I'm not going to tell you his age. We're going to tell you his age when he gets here on the 22nd. But at his age, he's older than me, still filling rooms and having people laugh till they cry. This might be a PG kind of mature audience, 62 Who Knew, but it's 3 weeks from tonight. Absolutely join in because laughter is always the best medicine. And on the 29th, we have Miss Laura Mattia. Laura is a staggering person that I just met a few weeks ago. We only have a few seconds left. Laura wrote a book about gender equality on Wall Street, on how women are still not being taken seriously, not given the proper respect on Wall Street. It just hit me right. I have 2 daughters and a son. If you need to see this show. We got 5 seconds left. It's going to be an incredible October. Thank you so much for today. See you next week.